recording. I'm in the process of recording all of my past. I got all the way caught up to June, and now I have to start loading June. Anyway, I use very simple. This is for recording. If anybody pulls this up, on YouTube, very simple items. Here's what you have to repeat to yourself. I can do hard stuff. Because, why do I say that? Because you know what? When you come into this class and you start my warm-up, which is simply this, a lot of times, a little pole. See, this is just the end of a mop handle. And I stepped up onto a pad that is very soft. So it makes you move all around, okay? When you get up and you are very stiff and you're like, oh, I just can't get moving. That's exactly the point of a warm up. You do gentle work to get movement going, because muscle action is the only thing that's going to oil your joints, number one. See, I'm just doing a simple step up. Every time I step onto this pad, guess what I'm doing that probably you aren't doing? And why do I say you aren't doing? Because I know what slugs do. And I know what they don't do. So I hope you're laughing. You don't. The minute you step onto here, you're not thinking tighten your tummy. That's what you're not doing. That's what I want you to do. So I'm going to step here. I'm going to tighten before I step. I'm going to drop my shoulders. And I'm going to physically, if I need to, put two fingers, close my teeth. Don't grit the teeth, just close your teeth together and push your chin so that it pushes your head back. That's why I want you to shut your teeth. I don't want you to dislodge your jaw joint, okay? See how I'm stepping back? See how I'm stepping back? And I'll step up. See right there? See right there? I stepped up and I wasn't quite ready for it. It was throwing me. Yay, that's what I want to happen, because it's those quick saves that we start losing as we start losing mobility. We start losing muscle. We start losing bone. We start losing the ability to do fast twitch work, quick saves when you do start to fall. So see, now I've stepped up with the same lead leg, okay? And I'm only stepping 2 inches up, 2 inches down, keeping my tummy tight, dropping my shoulders, pushing my chin back so that my ear is over my shoulder. My shoulder is in line with my hip bone. My hip bone is in line with that knee, okay? That is a postural lineup. Now, let me throw in one more thing as you're doing this very simple step up. I'm using the same lead leg right now. Okay, how do I switch? I come down here and I start back with the other leg, okay? See how I stepped down and I did a little tap? Now I'm using the other leg as my lead leg. But here's the last thing. When you step up and you come to a full stand, you pulled your tummy in, you dropped your shoulders, you took a breath through your nose. Did you squeeze your gluteal? Ah, yeah, I caught you, didn't I? Here we go. Breath in through the nose. I have my bar right here. And now I'm going to start a very important move for not only my elbow, not only my wrist, not only my hands. Okay, so see, I just quickly switched. Now I'm on the other leg for lead leg. Now I'm going to be on the other leg. See that? I just stepped up. And if you want to do this every other one, you can. You can do 5 steps, then switch, and all you do is tap down. You do a tap down and you'll be on the other leg. The other leg is your lead leg, and you won't miss a beat. Take a breath. And what do I mean by taking a breath through your nose? Oh, I get so mixed up. See, that's what somebody will tell me. I get so mixed up about breathing. Number one, first rule is breathe. Second rule is close your mouth. Close your mouth and you're going to breathe through your nose. Okay? Drop your shoulders again. Some of you are bringing your shoulders up around your ears. The last thing that you're not doing is squeezing your butt right there, right there, right there. I know it. It's a contraction. It's getting those gluteals on board and starting to get the synovial fluid in your joints by doing this muscle, the movement, muscle action. That is how you get fluid. If you're swollen a little bit in your ankles, that's how you get the fluid out of your joints, is muscle action. That is the way, okay? The first way is not popping a pill of sorts. It's movement, and it's gentle movement. And it's movement that a lot of people will just blow this off because they'll think, oh, let me go do something until she gets to the hard stuff. Yeah, I wonder how many of you that were with me on Wednesday got a little sore in your abdominals. We'll talk about that later. I know, you probably thought of me several times. I'll show you some of the stuff that made you sore. Okay, here it goes. Now I've been lead legging. See how that tap down went? See, I tapped and then I switched. And you can stay on a lead leg by just constantly doing the step up. Anytime you want to change, you just tap and then you're on the other leg, okay? Take a big breath. Again, drop your shoulders. Yes. Take your bar and go up to the top of your head. Now, when you go to the top of your head, number one, your elbows are pointing forward. Some of you have them pointing back, and we will do that in just a moment, but I want them pointing forward right now. And the bar is right on top of my head. And at the same time, I'm going to tighten my stomach, drop my shoulders, and take a step back. Okay, and then I'm going to bend the knee as I drop the shoulders. Pull your elbows forward, forward, forward. And now you're going to bring that bar up and then come back. Here's what you should notice. You got to see your elbows. See how I'm just lifting here and pulling back, but I'm pulling my elbows forward while I'm pushing my shoulders down. Take a big deep breath, step back in, switch. Other leg goes back, drop into the heel, take your tummy and really brace through the tummy. And now take that bar up and back. Here's what you should notice. I am not shoving that bar over my head. Drop your shoulders, breath, drop your shoulders, breath, drop your shoulders, step back in, switch legs, drop your shoulders, breath, step back, bend that knee, and then come back. Bend that knee and back, and then come back. Now you're doing all this motion with your heels on the ground. Take a breath, drop your shoulders, take a breath, drop your shoulders, take a breath, drop your shoulders, come back up, tight tummy, tight tummy, tight tummy, step back. Bring that bar down, drop your shoulders, pull the elbows together, and press it back out. Are you ready to start with the knee? Bend the knee, then come back. Bend that back knee and come back. Take a breath, drop your shoulders, bend the back knee, take a breath. Keep your heel down, keep your heel down, keep your heel down. Just little bends. Breath, little bends. Breath, one more. And come back. Bring that down. Yay. Take this bar right here and go to the side. See how I've stepped wide over my little balance pad here. Okay. If you don't have a balance pad, simply get a flatter type pillow, because if you get a real thick pillow, it's going to throw you. Okay, so here we go. You're going to drop the butt. Why do I say that? Because I don't want you pushing your butt back yet. I want you to drop the butt. How would you drop the butt? You would bend the knees. Yeah. And you go into your heels, but you don't push your butt back yet. See, I'm not going that far. I'm just dropping without letting the knees come in, A, and B, I'm not pushing my taillights back yet, okay? I simply want you to step wide. Your feet can be out a little bit, but not a lot. And I want you to act like you're just trying to get your butt down by keeping your rib cage up at the same time, of keeping your rib cage up, okay? This makes you use your hips and your back in a very different way, and it makes you use your quads in a different way, okay? So as you're doing this little move, your rib cage is up, yes. Shoulders are down, yes. Breathing through my nose, yes. Tight tummy or bracing in the tummy, yes. Now as I bend my knees, I just lower myself as if I'm trying to sit on a very narrow ledge. Does that make sense? Yeah, and then come back up. So you keep your rib cage up. You're not hip hinging per se. You are bending down there, but you're keeping your knees open, okay? You're not letting them tank to the middle. Come right to here and then come back up, okay? This is a very different use of back extensors, okay? One more time, okay? We're right here, and then come back up. Okay, now I want you to do a genuine hip hinge. So I'm pointing right here at my hip hinge. See that? And I'm going to keep the same stance, wide. I'm turning sideways so you can see what I'm doing. Drop your shoulders, yes. Breathing through the nose, yes. Drop your shoulders again, rib cage up. Now I want you to shift your weight to the heels. And I want you to act like you're shining your taillights. See that? This is a very different bending procedure right here. A very different way of using your back and your back extensors, okay? See, I can do this, which is what we were doing, which I'm staying upright. I'm driving into my heels still. Then I come up. Now I'm going to hip hinge. Take a breath, drop your shoulders, exhale through your nose or through your mouth. Make sure you're inhaling through your nose if possible. Now I'm hip hinging. Now I'm coming out of that, okay? Drop my shoulders. I have a senior dog here that has a hard time getting up, and he wanted to get up, so I took him up. He is, by the way, 22 pounds, okay? Yeah, I know. Okay, hip hinge. Yeah, he's on medicines. That's one of his problems. Here we go, all the way out. Now I'm going to take my bar all the way to the ground. And then I'm going to pick it up. And then I'm going to come up. I'm going to come up to a count of 2. I'm going to go down to a count of 4. Why is this significant? If that's the way that you would make yourself get up from a chair, anywhere where you're sitting down all day long, you would start getting more strength in your quad and in your back. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to go down to a count of 4. 1, 2, go to the heels. 3, go down as far as you can now and hold it down there. 4. Then I'm going to come up. 1, 2, squeeze. Drop your shoulders. Breath through your nose. My chin is tucked. My ear is over my shoulders. Okay, just keep going through that. Now, if you're someone who you're heading for a knee replacement or a hip replacement, that move is not going to be possible. Nope. I was there. I have a hip and a knee replaced. So I know a little bit about what I'm talking about and how you're feeling. If that's you, get a chair. Do a sit to stand, okay? Sit, 1, 2, and then you're gonna stand. I'm sorry, 1, 2. 1, 2, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, down. 1, 2, I had to remind myself. 3, and you hold it, and you say 4, and you make sure you're at the chair. Don't drift, because you'll sit down in front of the chair. Why am I going through all this? Because I'm fixing to pick up some weights, and I'm going to do this very thing, and I'm going to be weighted. And if you can't get the mechanics correct, then I would need to step back and work with you a little bit to help you get that, so that it's second nature to you to stand up this way. And until that happens, I'm really reticent to put a lot of weight on you. That's the point. Okay, hip hinge, drop my chin. You know what happens? A lot of times when we're sitting down and we're ready to stand up, this is what happens. We do this to our neck. That's just making your neck weaker, number one. Because if I drop my chin, now I have this bowling ball, my head, which is anywhere from 4 to 6 pounds. Instead of doing this, I tuck, I use gravity to help me get stronger in my neck, but only if I line myself up, okay? Take a breath. Here I go, tuck my chin. I'm gonna come up to a count of 2. 1, 2. Now I'm gonna come down. I'm gonna hip hinge, shine my tail lights, tuck my chin. 1, 2, 3, hesitate, 4, and I'm down, okay? 2 more, hip hinge, breath, exhale, 1, 2, and drop my chin, exhale, coming down, 2, 3, 4, got it. Okay, before we move on and we load that very move, let's take and turn our hips. Come to the edge of your chair. So about 3 weeks ago, maybe 4 now, I had toe surgery, and now I can turn and my toe is really good, almost 100%. Before I couldn't do this. See, your body wants to heal itself. You just got to give it some time. Okay, so here I am. I'm going to put my little bar down. This is kind of in my way. I'm going to grab my chair. I'm going to turn, look over my shoulder, take a big, deep breath. Big, deep breath, big, deep breath, big, deep breath. Then I'm going to come right here. Drop my knee down. Really flex my toes. Lean back. My whole body leans back so I get that big stretch in my quad. I'm going to turn with myself, lean back. Really pull back, pull back, pull back. Big breath, big breath, big breath. Come back around. Now I'm going to hit my hamstrings. And how I just did my quads. Now I'm going to hit my hamstrings. I'm going to hang on to the chair, okay? I'm going to come here. I'm going to drop my head just for a second or two. Don't get all nervous, okay? And I'm going to come right down here, and I'm going to bring my toes up, hang on to my chair, bring my toes up and press into those straight legs. Bring my toes up, press, then come back down. So I just hit my hamstrings. And we've been hitting our calves all morning with step back lunges, okay? Now I'm going to come up and I'm going to grab my weights. And I put my gloves over here. So anytime you're going to pick stuff up, and some of you might say, oh, I don't have anything to pick up. But I have arthritis. It hurts me to grip things. So that's one of the reasons why you wear gloves. Okie dokie. So first thing I'm going to use today is very simple. 2 jugs. If you don't have any free weights, and you say, oh, I can't do that class because I don't have any free weights, I don't want to go spend money, I'm going to say, well, do you have a jug of anything? It could be a jug, a gallon jug of apple cider. a gallon jug of water, any kind of a easy to handle jug is filled up with water is going to be right at 10 pounds, give or take. Could be nine and something. It could be, but if you don't want that much, then don't fill up much up with the water. See what I'm saying? Okay, step up. Now I've added 10 pounds on one hand and 10 pounds on the other hand. I got 20 pounds now. Do you think stepping up onto this very unstable surface with 20 pounds, do you think it's going to get my attention? Yes. So you've got to be aware of what you're doing. Drop your shoulders, take a big breath, step off, and we're gonna start to work with our arms now. So now I'm gonna step up with the other leg, and I'm right up on that pad. And now I'm gonna go shoulders to my ears. And now I'm gonna maintain my stance on this pad with my knees soft. Now I'm gonna hip hinge. Now I'm gonna go down and put those weights right beside me. Now I'm gonna push into the heels and come up, 1, 2. Now I'm gonna go down, 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 push. I'm gonna do all the stuff I just went over. I'm gonna hang my weights right here, my carries right here. No rounded backs. I'm gonna stay on this pad. It's moving me all over the place. And then I'm gonna come back up. And now I'm gonna squeeze my butt. Yes. Big breath, drop your shoulders, tight tummy. Bring those ears back. Come down, 1, 2. And when you're all the way down, bring those weights right to here and just go 1, 2, 3, 4. Breath, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now push into the heels and come up and squeeze your butt. Take a big deep breath, and you should be working all over the place. Why? Because you're on an unstable surface. That is the beauty of a balance pad. Don't be scared to wobble around. You develop the proprioceptiveness. Go down, 1, 2, all the way down, hold it, and come 1. Don't round your back. Stay into your heels. Breath, 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 breath. Come back up. Now I'm going to step sideways, right off of my pad. Put my weights right there in front of me. Take a big deep breath. Step back. Okay, now at this point, when I'm going to do this big step, I am warning you, some of you should not do the next thing unless you are and until you are next to a wall, your chair, a pole, so that you can step up and over. See that? Step back around. So I have these here. You might have smaller weights, but you're still going to step up and over. Use this. Okay, I just stepped up with this leg. Now I'm going to step up with this leg. Up, bring it all the way up. Don't get into such a rush. Bring it down and over. Tighten your tummy. You're going to come up and over. That's a big deal. If you are somebody with knees replaced, hips replaced, arthritis, back issues, keep naming them. So one of the things, you know, that you got to be aware of is being able to stay stable and on balance, but always, always, always have a safety net. This is my kickstand. So here I come back, and you can see the distance. This is not quite chair height. See, this is the chair height. This is about 18 inches, 17, 18 inches is chair height. So this is just a little below that. Okay. And why am I taking time to have you do this? A, you're managing your own body weight. You're trying to stay on balance. You are bringing your knee up to a 90-degree, okay? Through our day, if we have fallen, if we have replaced joints, we rarely bring our knee up so that our hip joint is at a 90-degree, rarely through the day. I want to encourage you to do that, but, and here's the big but, you got to have a safety net. When I come to here, my tendency is to lock my knee. And I know that's yours. Don't do it. Tighten your tummy, bend the knees first, then bring that leg up all the way, step over. Now tighten your tummy, and you're gonna act like you're gonna kick your heel to your hip and back down. Do not do it quickly. The hamstring will ball up on you. I'm warning you. You've been warned. That's why you use this. You use your walking pole. Why am I having you do this when you don't do it through the day because you think you're gonna fall? To prevent that. Yeah. So here I go. I'm gonna bring this leg up now. Come over. And I'm gonna put my pole here, tighten my tummy, lean in, pull that heel to the hip, clear my object, and bring it down. And if you bring it up too high, you bring it up too quick, you're gonna get a cramp in your hamstrings. And I'm trying to get you into a mobility and fitness zone to avoid that. If it happens, no big deal, it's just cramping. You can usually tell, if you're being aware, you can usually tell if you're going too high and you're not ready for that. So that's one of the reasons why I stretch your hamstrings before we started today. But if that happens to you, just bring your knee down and go like this and push your butt back. See that? Just go into kind of like a curtsy type thing. See that? Keep your chin tucked. You got your little bar here. It'll pull right out. Not to worry. Okay, big breath. Here's my pole right here. I'm going to bring my leg up all the way, step over, tighten my tummy, and now I'm leaning in, pushing. I'm going to bring that heel to my hip. I'm going to come through and put that leg down. I'm going to step back around, step back around, step back around. Okay, now I'm going to switch. I'm going to come up here, soften the knee, go all the way down, tighten your tummy. I got my little bar here. I'm going to lean in, pull the heel to my hip, and come down. Let me tell you something. If you had, and this is probably, I don't know, 12 inches high. This is about 8. That's a little stool. Practice even just with the little pad, the little 2-inch pad. Why? Because we're used to guarding. We're used to doing this with good reason. But I'm telling you, this is a training session to help you open up and get to where you can move in a wider vein. Drop your center of gravity, big breath, press, pull, bring it in and down. This is functional fitness, y'all. Because if you're fit, but you can't function better, what good is it, right? Okay, here we go. I'm gonna step with the other one. Here we go, over, tight tummy, pull forward, heel, bring that leg through and down. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to put my bar down. Here's my little 2 carries. And anybody, especially in their 70s and 80s, well, I would say 60s too, should be able to fill up 2 jugs and carry them around for 3 to 5 minutes in the day and do proper stepping over, round, come back, use your other leg, step over, come around, and don't go so fast that you're not mindful of how far you're sticking your chin out. So when you're carrying something, drop your shoulders and pull that chin in. When you come and you're walking and you're going to step, bring that leg up. Don't drag it. Come back around. And so when you're carrying 20 pounds, this is called a farmer's carry. When you're carrying 20 pounds around like this, it really doesn't feel too bad. You're like, oh, I can do that. No problem. I can do that. See, it's okay. But line yourself up, slow yourself down so that you have proper postural markers as you're walking, as you're stepping over items. See that right there? See this right here? Tap and come over it. If you get a little scared going over even a low bar, and see our pad is only 2 inches. So I'm going to come do the other leg. I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to slow down. I'm going to put tap my toe, drop my shoulders. Don't lean forward. Breath. Step over with lifting that leg, lifting the knee up. Okay. So now to end this segment, we're just going to be on the floor. I'm going to do a hip hinge. I'm going to set my weights right here. At this point, I shouldn't have any kind of problems with my knees. Okay, drop your shoulders, press into your knees and come up. Now squeeze your rear end, check your posture, take a breath, go back down, set it down, back is flat. See, I'm hip hinged, shama tail eyes, push into my heels, come up, squeeze, drop my shoulders, breath. One more, push, drop those weights right here, take a breath, come back down. You should not feel any knee pain on that if you are pushing through your heels the way you should be, okay? So now I'm going to put this down right here, my weights, my carry weights. And I'm going to do a little bit higher weights, but I'm going to give you a break with your hands. And here's the thing. I use free weights in here. I really like using free weights. However, you have to grip them. You're going to get tired after a while. So go ahead, give yourself permission to put them down once in a while, okay? So I'm right here. Now you know how to put them down. So I'm standing here, and what do I have in my hands? These are the ones that you can change the weight, the discs, just by changing the channel. Many people in my class, I had them in my live class when I used to work at the gym for my classes, and I had a bunch of them, and they bought them from me. But if you have free weights at home, they're all single. You know, it could be an 8-pound, 10-pound, 12-pound, 5-pound. So pick up a heavier weight. That's what I'm telling you. This is 15. This is 15. That's what I have. Now I'm going to do the very same thing that we just did before I move on. I'm going to hip hinge. I'm going to push my butt back, drop my shoulders, keep my chin tucked, come right down here, drop down into my heels, Put my weights right there. Take a breath. Hang out here for just a few seconds. Grab the weights, drop my shoulders, and come up. Squeeze the butt. Press back into the hips. Come down, and now don't put the weights down. Bring them right up to your chin. Come back, breath. Come back, breath. Come back, breath. Come back, breath. And breath. Now come up. Hanging onto the weights. I know it. I know it. Okay, so I'm right here. Now all I'm going to do is do a sit to stand with 30 pounds. Again, if you're someone who is heading for a knee replacement, a hip replacement, you might need to do this with one weight, like this. I have one weight here, and use this just to help you through a sticking point. What I don't want you to do is when you get to this point, you don't use your hand, or you do use your hand and you round your back. Don't do that, okay? You're gonna offset everything we're trying to do. So go down just a little bit and then come back up. So if I were with you, any one of you right now, I'd be standing right beside you. And I would be letting you come into a sit down. And if any time that I feel it rounding here, we come back up, okay? Squeeze, and we just lighten the weights, or no weights, no weights. Okay, you cannot round your back. So I'm gonna come down to a sit down, and then I'm gonna come back up. Take a big deep breath, drop your shoulders. Okay, why I'm capitalizing on this move, which is a sit to stand, basically. You can call it squats, you can call it whatever you want to, but it's a sit to stand. You do that all day. Well, have some weights by a chair that you sit in, and get your little bottom up off that chair a couple of times in the day with a weight. Now you've accomplished it. So if I'm coming down here and I'm trying to help myself with a higher load, I could put my hands right here. I could come down here and go into the heels and press, get down there, and then come back up. And I would put my weights right here, right here. Big breath, and then come back up. Yeah, and then if I felt like I could do it out here without my hands being here, riding down through my quad, I would. I would come right here, then I would come back up. I would take a big breath. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. But if I'm rounding my back, all bets are off. Drop your weights and do this with us with no weights. Woo! Breath. Come back. Drop your shoulders. Big breath right there. Yeah, take a breath. Here we go. And come back up. See, I'm not resting down there. I'm just coming down and tapping and then coming back. So I'm coming down. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. See that? Drop your shoulders. Breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it, hold it. Back. I just got 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it, hold it. Back. 1 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And back. 1, 2. See that? That wasn't so bad, was it? Okay. So some of you should be watching me as I'm stepping over everything. And that's what you definitely want to do, is step back, step over, don't trip on your stuff that you have on the floor. So that's why you got to be very conscious about putting your your bar down, whatever down. Okay, body load break. You know what we're gonna do? How many of you know what a burpee is? Some of you just left the room. I know, don't leave the room. So we're gonna go into some of the most tried and true moves that many of you, if you had good PE, you did some of these. If you didn't, you either didn't do them or they made you do it like a drill sergeant and you could never take a break and then you hated PE. Anyway, it's a full body load and we're gonna modify. We're not gonna go to the floor. You could. If I have some of you on here that really wanna go to the floor and do a burpee, that's fine. Go to the floor, no problem. But here's a modified burpee. Pretend the chair is your floor. Got it? So I'm gonna go down, put my hands on the chair. In this bend, I have all parameters correct. What are they? Drop my chin, breath, drop my shoulders. Yeah, another breath. Soften my knees, go to my heels, hands, shoulders are down. Now, most important, tighten your tummy. Modified burpee is going to be bent elbows, you're loading your upper body, and then you take one leg back, then the other leg back, squeeze your butt, bring one leg in, come back, reach. Come back down, modified, elbows soft, elbows into the hips. Step back, tighten, drop your shoulders, come back, and then you come up, okay? Some of you have a problem with your shoulders. When you come up, you don't come up. You think you do, but you know what you do? You come here because you have a catch in your shoulder. So I'm saying be aware of that. Okay, and if you have a shoulder issue or something, don't go beyond a painful feeling. Just come up and just come here or go here, but just realize what you're doing. Now, that was the first modification. Here, squeeze, here, and you're up. Okay, so that was the first modification. Now here's the second modification. You're still on the chair. You're not in the floor. You're still getting full body weight. But now instead of one knee and then the other knee, or one leg and then the other leg, you're going to go both together. Now, some of you absolutely should not do this. But if you want to do it, you've got to keep your stomach tight. Got to keep your shoulders down. Those are the two parameters. But you don't have to. Just keep doing one at a time. So you're going to come here. You're going to tighten the tummy. You're gonna step back or just a little hop in and then up. See that? Yeah, so I'm gonna do 3, just like that, but you can step back, okay? Just step back, that's fine. So here we go, drop in, tight tummy, boom, boom, up. Take a breath. Come back down, get set, shoulders in, hop back, and you're up. So these are the fast twitch muscles. If you're not there yet, if you have back issues, whatever, don't do this. Do it one at a time. I already gave you that modification, right? Okay, drop your shoulders, tight tummy, back, and up. And so you can take breaks in between. You don't have to get yourself all in a tizzy to benefit from this move. So that was modified burpees. Now I'm going to do a modified mountain climber. And yes, this bridges over into us getting our heart rate up. You can go as slow as you want to. You do not have to go to my cadence. In fact, I'll start out nice and easy, okay? Same thing, I could be on the floor. I could be right in the floor doing this whole thing. That would be the regular one that you remember in whatever classes or PE or whatever. So now this is like a modified burpee, only it's called the modified mountain climber. So I'm back here and I'm back here. See that? So do a couple of these. See how I'm dropping into the heel? Because why? Because I'm prepping your foot, your Achilles, your lower leg, and for a higher activity. However, you do not have to choose to do it, okay? You can stay just with a step back, just with a step back. And you can just keep a regular step back going, which is the mountain climber, okay? Or you can do 1 or 2 or even 3 at a little higher push rate. So it's like this, tight tummy, stay low, stay low, stay low. Take a breath, stay low, stay low. And then come back up and come back up, okay? And now I'm gonna step to the side. I'm gonna step to the side. I'm gonna step to the side, step to the side. So what's this motion? Do I got any skaters in the audience? Yeah, side to side, skater step. You don't have to go big. You don't have to jump. This is a nice recovery. You're getting a full body swing, stepping to the side. So what I would notice right now, if I were with you, is when you put your foot down, what position is your foot? Yeah, you want it to be, the toes to be forward pointing. Breath. And right now, when you're going into a hip hinge and out, I would notice your back position. Take a breath. Take a breath. Turn your chin. Turn your chin. Breath. 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 Skater step. Pull that heel right behind you. Breath. That's that heel to the butt move that I did earlier. If you'll remember, I was trying to get you ready for this. Breath. Drop your shoulders. Drop your shoulders. Turn your chin. Turn your chin. Don't quit. Don't quit. Stay with me. Make sure you're hip hinging. Make sure your shoulders are down. Rib cage is up. You have a very extended back. Do not round your back on this. Breath. Just a couple more. Breath. Turn that chin. Breath. Okay, last one. One more. And good. Swing those arms. Take a big deep breath. Now I'm going to use my chair. And I'm going to do one more big full body loaded step. And that would be the step back lunge step. Now, when I step back, I'll turn it this way. I'm standing right here. This is one of the most important moves that you need to do pretty much on a daily basis. Is you want to step back with a safety net. Do not bend your back. You want to bend that knee and come down until you put your knee on the ground. If that ain't happening with you today, don't worry about it. Do the move and do it modified. So the first step, if this is all new to you, is to be at a chair, be at a counter, a wall, a bed, whatever you can grab on. But don't overly use it. That's number one. Number two, step back with both legs, okay? Then step up. See, when you've fallen, when you have replaced joints, let's say you have just had surgery or you just got yourself injured or your arthritis is really kicking up today, then do the moves, but back off a little, okay? Drop your shoulders. Take a big breath again through your nose. Tighten and slip that toe back a little. And do both of them at least 2 times. And why do I say that? Because your hearing, your eyesight, your muscle readout of where you are in space, which is called your proprioceptive awareness, is checking everything out. And when you go and step back, you're going to be even more out of whack to where you have to make a quick step like that. Good. Start there, then come back. This should be a daily thing for you to do. Why? Because you're not dead yet. That's why. And you want to keep your independence. That's why. How's that? Tighten your tummy, drop your shoulders, breath, chin is tucked. Now I'm going to go ahead and step back a little more. I have my chair right here. Now I'm going to roll into that flexed toe, and I'm going to drive my knee down. And I'm going to use my muscles to get me down there. This is a very important move. You have to give yourself confidence that you can do this. Then if you need to come up and you need to use both hands over here, perfectly fine. Don't round your back. Take a breath. You're going to push off the toe. Okay? You're going to push down into that foot, and you're going to pull a little right here. Tighten your tummy. Push, pull, and you're up, and you're up. Oh my gosh. You can get yourself up. Okay, now let's do the other leg. You got 2 legs. You know, I had one lady in my class that only had one leg. She had cancer and she was doing this great. Okay, so you're going to step back. She just did it with one leg. Take a breath. Here I am. Now I'm going to take that knee. I'm going to push into the toe, into the foot. No pressure here, but mostly these muscles got to get me up, not the pulling. Okay, so breath, push, and you're up. So what's my goal for you for this first phase of the step back lunge is to get to where you don't have to use the chair to get yourself down or to get yourself up. Now I used it a tiny bit there. This is my knee replace side. This is my hip replace side. So I keep practicing this. It's there if I need it. It's your position and it's your push. Where are you pulling your pushes from? Too many of us have relied on this. If you have to use this, one finger. Breath, tighten, breath, exhale, and you're up. Okay? Switch. So this is body loading. Now you could do this whole thing with your weight vest on. That would be the next step. Then the whole next step would be to hold a weight. But I'm letting you use your hands right now. See, I'm not so bad. Okay. I can feel Kathy rolling her eyes right now at that statement. Okay, you ready? Again, if you're going to use a chair, 1 or 2 fingers, that's it. Breath. Yeah, and the big mistake that some of you make actually in the mechanics of this move is you don't step out enough. Step a little wider. I know it's scary, but that will help. You will be amazed. Okay, 1 or 2 fingers only. You're pushing on the foot. You're pushing into this foot. You're really pulling with your muscles. Drop your shoulders, breath, 1 or 2 fingers, and you're up and you're up. Okay? That is a very, very, very important move to master. All right? Okay. Now I'm going to pick up the heaviest weights that I can. And this is where you say, I can do hard stuff. Now, even with that, I don't want you to be dumb about it. If this is your first time really picking up weights, and you're not quite sure if even your posture and you have some issues in your joints, no, don't pick up too heavy of a weight. Just pick something up. Okay, dokie, just pick something up. And we're gonna do some of the same moves. So first of all, I want to get a feel for how much weight is this. So this is 18. This is 18. That's just me. Okay? First thing I'm going to do, step over. Step back. And even that move, if you have a heavy weight in your hands, like I do, and you step over, and then when you're stepping back, you catch your heel, that could send you to the floor. I want you to be aware of this, okay? But it's that stepping over. It's the putting things down, picking things up that you got to get good at, okay? So drop your shoulders. You don't have to do a ton, just a half a ton. So I'm right there. And then I'm going to go into the heels. And I'm going to squeeze my butt right there. Drop your shoulders. Breath. Drop down. Pick them up. So you could do this modified at a chair. Bring the weights right here to the front. That's fine. Push and sit down. And you sit down when you want to sit down. You don't flop down. You know how we get ourselves into that bad habit? Okay, drop your shoulders. Take a breath. I'm going to hip hinge. I got my weights right here if I need to. And I'm going to exhale. 1, 2. And I'm going to come down. Exhaling. 1, 2, 3. Hold it, hold it. 4. And I'll have these weights here at first. If I think I can handle them, then I'll just slip them out here to the side. 1, 2. Hip hinge. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come back up. Squeeze. Drop your shoulders. Breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. And I come up. Then I go into the heels. Breath. 1. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. And then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And come up. Oh! Yeah. Mac is snoring. So when you put your weights up, make sure you put them all the way to 18. Okay, pendulum. Here we go. Rocking from toes to heels. Do you know heel toe rocking? It's one thing that you can do no matter where you're at to help your balance, to help your swollen joints, especially in your feet. Rocking toe to heel. I'm just pendulum swinging my arms at the same time. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Rocking from toes to heels, toes to heels. And I'll step and I'll just do a little pendulum swing. Keep my chin tucked. Turn my head. Turn my head. Breath, 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 and breath. Shake out, shake out, shake out. And be glad you're done. I know, it hurt me more than you. Really, it did.